We still don't know exactly what happened inside that Prince George's County Police cruiser, nor do we know exactly why police reported that PCP was involved, then recanted. But the victim's history, combined with police protocol, may shed some light on what happened.
When William Green was shot and killed by Prince George's County Police Corporal Monday night, the department originally said Corporal Michael Owen believed Green was under the influence of drugs. Police say Owen thought he smelled PCP coming from Green's car. By Wednesday, the police chief corrected that in a news conference.
We do not believe PCP was involved.
Criminal charging documents against Corporal Owen say that Owen approached Green thinking he was the suspect in a series of car crashes along St. Barnabas Road in Temple Hills, Maryland. Green was asleep in his car, according to court documents. Prince George's County Police says standard procedure is for an officer to run a suspect's name and look up their criminal history. They say they do that for the officer's safety. The Prince George's County Police Information Officer, Lieutenant Singh, tells me 9 times out of 10, an officer calls a dispatcher over the radio and asks for a criminal history. Rarely, says Singh, the officer runs it through their in-car computer. Lieutenant Singh would not say whether Corporal Owen called in or ran William Green's name through the computer system. He says he can't because this is an ongoing investigation. But he says if the records available to his department were complete and protocol was followed, then Corporal Owen would have been notified about Green's criminal past. That included a past conviction for possession of PCP. D.C. Superior Court records show William Green was arrested May 2003 for buying a single PCP-laced cigarette at night from a dealer near a Southeast Washington elementary school. Green pled guilty and spent 3 days in jail. Again, police are now saying that PCP was not, I emphasize not, involved in the shooting of William Green. And we don't know what Corporal Owen knew or what he was thinking when he was investigating the cars. But if police protocol was followed, then he could have been aware Green had a past conviction for use of PCP. At D.C. Superior Court, Nathan Baca, WUSA 9.